Hello everybody, I am Shana and welcome. Today we are going to do a 30-minute upper body focused workout. We're focusing on strength using the TRX suspension trainer and the really fun TRX slam ball. So expect a little bit of power work in there too. We're going to do our warm-up and then we have 4 rounds of work, 4 sets alternating between the 2 pieces of equipment. Then we have 2 to failure rounds. We're going to do TRX atomic push-ups to failure and TRX low row to failure. So you are going to have some pretty awesome biceps by the end of this workout. Let's get started with your warm-up. We're going to start with your TRX standing rollout. Straps are at mid-length. I'll have you standing facing away from the anchor point. Give me that nice, strong, active plank on the balls of your feet. Squeeze your buns tight. We're setting the plank. Roll the hands out just a touch and bring them back directly beneath the shoulders, actively pressing your hands down into those handles. Right now, I want you squeezing your butt cheeks nice and tight. Today, we're going to say that you have a piece of coal between those butt cheeks. By the end of the workout, you want a nice, beautiful, sparkly diamond. When I do these standing rollouts, I'm not bringing my arms all the way out to Superman. Just a little bit to make the plank uncomfortable and back. Give me one more good one. And then let's move into our squat row combo. Straps stay at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point, lean back, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, eyes up at the anchor. Squat, plank, row, big squeeze behind the shoulder blades and plank. Alternate those 2 movements. Really feel that squeeze behind your shoulder blades for the row. We're going to be using that a lot today. We have a lot of pulling exercises on the suspension trainer. Bending the knees down, get a great stretch through your hips. Big squeeze behind your shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with Y-fly. So my straps stay at mid-length. I'll stand facing away from the anchor point, arms straight out in front of me in that Frankenstein position. I'm going to take a nice big step forward with my right foot, bend the left knee down, stretch, press into the handles, come right back up to that Frankenplank. I'm dropping my back knee as low as I safely can to feel a really nice stretch in my hip flexors. I'm keeping my shoulders out of my ears. Remember, your shoulders are ear poison. That's going to come up a lot today. And enjoying that stretch through the hips, opening the front side of my body up, my abdominals. 5, 4, 3, grounded foot, 2, and 1. TRX single leg hip hinge. Straps stay at mid-length, stand facing. Walk it back, arms straight out in front of you. Press down on the handles. Center your right foot to the anchor, hinge forward. Get a nice stretch, come back up. I'm keeping my hips square to the floor. My pinky toe of my left foot stays pointed downward toward the floor. Enjoying the stretch in your hamstrings, actively pressing your hands down in the handles to feel your core engage, waking up the legs, the hips, the middle of your body. Go ahead and switch feet and keep hinging. Hinging in and out. So we're just kind of flexing and extending at the hip, making your hamstrings do a little bit of work, but also warming them up. And we're kind of connecting your brain to your body by focusing on a bit of balance. I've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lateral lunges. Give me a nice wide stance, toes pointed directly forward. Bend your right knee, get a nice stretch through your hips, pull it up, and bend your left knee. Chest is up, shoulders are down. We're getting our heart rate up a bit. Are your toes pointed directly forward? As low as you can safely go, and really use those straps. The goal is mobility. Not trying to load your hips right now. 10 seconds left here, and then we'll go to those golfers' rotations with a shoulder sweep. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Golfers' rotations with a shoulder sweep. Hands belly button height, all the way up, and drop those arms open and close. It should feel so good. We're using your shoulders a lot today with all this upper body work. So you want to make sure they're nice and ironed out, greased up, ready to move. If you feel like this is too tight, you can always move closer to your anchor where your straps are connected, or your door maybe. If you don't feel a stretch, you can move away a little bit. Keeping tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get started. We're gonna start with your TRX single arm chest press. So straps are fully lengthened. And you'll stand facing away from the anchor point. We're focusing on strength today, so the movements are fairly slow and controlled and deliberate, but I do want you to challenge yourself. I'm gonna grab onto one handle with my right hand. My left hand is gonna act as a ghost hand. It's gonna move with my right arm. I bend both elbows, core is braced, shoulders square, and press straight back up to that starting position again, not letting the shoulder creep up into my ear. We're gonna do 30 seconds there. Then we'll do a slam ball, single arm slam, same arm, and then we'll switch sides. You guys ready? 30 seconds. TRX single arm chest press. Let's go. Strong plank, bend both elbows, squeeze your buns, drive it up. So not only is my chest, my triceps working, but my body, my core is resisting that rotation. My shoulder wants to drop away. Are you working on that diamond between your butt cheeks? And if you're struggling keeping your shoulders away from your ears, just take a little step forward. Nothing wrong with that. 3, 2, and 1. Single arm, slam ball, slam. We got 30 seconds. I'm gonna grab my lighter slam ball since I'm still kind of getting ready for this. I'm gonna have you hold the slam ball by your ear. You're going in 20 seconds, you have a little bit of time, but you're basically going to press it down into the floor with a nice hinge at your hips. You'll pick it up, both hands, same one. Straight down, pressing straight down. Another pressing movement. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here it is. Here's where you get to have some fun. If you have any life frustrations, get them out now. Up to the ear, tummy tight. Drive it straight down. Think of it like when the superhero presses their hand into the floor and everybody jumps and falls backward. One more good one. All right, TRX single arm chest press, other side. So I'm gonna grab on with my left hand, straps are fully lengthened. Strong plank, my right hand will act as that ghost arm. We still have 20 seconds, catch your breath. I'm on the balls of my feet. I like taking a wide stance when I'm working on strength because that allows me to get a slightly steeper angle without worrying about that rotation. So we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Down and drive. 30 seconds. I always feel a difference between sides here. And my right arm is playing along to help keep my shoulders square. Are you keeping your left shoulder away from that left ear? I should be able to see those long dangly earrings hanging down on that left side. Are you still holding on to that piece of coal? Tight, tight, tight. Bracing, squeezing, driving 2 and 1. All right, slam ball, slam, single arm, other side. So I'm gonna grab the same slam ball again in my left hand and hug it by my chin. You get a few seconds to catch your breath. The beauty of the strength workouts is we take slightly longer rest breaks so that you can work even harder during the working set. We're going in 15. You can do a practice one if you'd like. Starts by your ear and you're pressing that arm straight down and then you use both arms to bring it back up. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, let's slam. Drive it down, grab it, big press. Lots of force. Make some noise. Now, even though this is an upper body focused workout, one more good one. We're still using those hips to get the slam ball down and up off the ground. All right, you got a minute. Let's get set up for our next exercises. We're gonna do your TRX high biceps curls. So my straps are at mid-length. We'll be standing facing the anchor point. Pinkies at your temples, elbows up, digging your heels into the ground, straightening and bending. My body stays planked. The only thing moving is at my elbows. Then we're gonna do your slam ball over the shoulders. So you're going to start, I'm gonna take my bigger one here. This is like something you see in the strongman competitions. So I'm gonna pick up my slam ball, throw it over my shoulder. Other side, pick up my slam ball, over the other shoulder. Here, over, nice hinge, over. So you're actually using your biceps a bit to curl that slam ball up. Let's get ready for your high biceps curl. Straps at mid-length, stand facing, pinkies up. Here we go. I'm digging my heels into the floor. My elbows stay up. My ribs are tucked in. Are you still keeping those shoulders away from your ears? Are you squeezing that piece of coal tight? Are those toes up towards your shins? The trickiest part of these is keeping your elbows up. It's a lot easier to turn that into a row, but that's cheating. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slam ball, ground over shoulder. You have 30 seconds. Let's pick your heavier slam ball if you have a selection. And people can get really heavy with this one. Obviously, we're focusing more on the biceps curl up and over the shoulder. When you see these in the competitions, they actually rack it in their lap, pull it up, roll it over their body. We're not getting that crazy today. So start with your slam ball on the ground. You're going to alternate shoulders. I'll face this way so you can see both sides here. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Hinge, slam ball over, boom. Other side. Hinge, other shoulder, bam. Curl it up over the shoulder. Make sure you're sticking that plank on top and not letting your back arch as you bring your slam ball up and over your shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. We're going back to your high biceps curls again on the straps. So straps are mid-length, stand facing. Can you go a little steeper this time without letting those elbows drop? That's cheating. Heart rate's up a little bit. We're going in 15 seconds. Roll those shoulders down and back out of your ears. Pinkies at your temples. Let's start walking into position. Toes up towards your shins. Buns tight. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten, brace, and bend. Pinkies to your temples. Again, are you keeping those shoulders down and back out of your ears? Are you bracing your core? Is your body in a nice straight line like a surfboard? Are your elbows up high on those countertops, never coming down? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time, slam ball, ground over the shoulder. Grabbing that heavier slam ball. You ready for this, guys? And yeah, if you do have a heavier slam ball, definitely use your biggest one for this. But remember, stick that plank on top, not arching as you throw the ball. I'm going to curl the ball up, dip it over, turn it around, drop it over, turn it around. This one's pretty fun. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Hup. I'm making sure I hinge nicely, pressing my hips back as I get the ball, and sticking my plank, bracing the core, grabbing that piece of coal when I come to the top and stand up. Drive the hips forward, stand up, switch. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we got a minute off to get set up for your next one. We're gonna do some triceps fun here. You're gonna do your TRX triceps presses. So we'll keep your straps at mid-length. You'll be standing facing away from the anchor point. Very similar setup to your chest press. On the balls of your feet, I like to take that wide stance when I focus on strength. Shoulders down, my thumbs go to my temples, elbows point straight down to the floor, back. I'm not bringing my hands to the back of my head. This is more like a skull crusher in the weight room. Then we'll go to your triceps overhead slam. So I'm gonna grab my lighter ball for the first set, maybe the heavier one for the second set. Unlike a regular slam ball slam where you hinge, you're gonna keep your body tight. Bend the elbows in a triceps press, tummy tight, and slam straight down. Squat, get it? Triceps, so it's all upper body. This is so fun. And it makes loud noises, which is awesome. All right, TRX triceps, get in position. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Strong plank. Bend and drive. Grab that piece of coal. Are those elbows pointed down toward the floor? Could you hug a basketball between the elbows? Do you have that nice big space between your ears and your shoulders? Are the ribs tucked in? So many questions, right? They're all your body checks to make sure you're moving correctly. 2, one more good one. All right, get ready for your TRX triceps, or your TRX slam ball tricep slam. So again, I'm only using my arms to slam that ball down. Then you hinge nicely, pick it up, reset. We're going in 15 seconds. Shake out your arms, catch your breath. These are gonna compound on each other and get a little brutal toward the 4th set of this guy. All right, we're going in. 5, 4, 3, 2, bend the elbows, 1, straight down. Grab it, notice how I bend up my elbows all the way and throw it down. So we're taking that same triceps exercise you just did and adding some power and range of motion to it. 10 seconds left, a few more good ones. Oh, these are fun. 3, 2, and 1. Let's get ready for your TRX triceps presses again. Can you take a steeper angle this time? Now, you want to make sure you have proper form. You can still keep your body as straight as a surfboard, but I do want you to challenge your depth because that's how you get stronger. If you feel this in your back or your hips are sagging, just take a little step forward. We're going in 10. Find that nice strong plank. Squeezing everything. Shoulder blades in your back pockets. Grab that piece of coal. 2, 1. Here we go. Thumbs to temples. Bam, drive it up. I'm staying on the balls of my feet, keeping my heels off the ground, and the only thing moving on my body are my elbows. Everything else is stable. Even my neck, it's tempting to kind of shoot your chin forward and chicken peck down there. That's cheating. My eyes are out in front of me slightly. Oh boy. 2 and 1. You'll feel those tomorrow. I'm gonna grab my bigger slam ball for these overhead tricep slams here. You ready for this? Remember, the focus is hinging at your elbows and then your shoulders. All of this stays stable until you have to bend down and keep a neutral spine to pick up that ball. We're going in 10 seconds. Overhead, find that plank, shoulders out of your ears. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Rock that floor. Any aggression that's pent up, this is where it comes out. Bracing the core, slamming the ball down. Flat back as you pick up. Got time for 2 more. Good job. All right, next up, we get our TRX T-fly and our single arm slam ball overhead press. So for the T-fly, your straps can be at mid-length. If you've got longer arms, if you're a taller person, you can go a little bit longer than mid-length. That's fine. My straps are at mid-length. I'll be standing facing the anchor point. Arms are in a T, so I'm pulling on the straps. One foot goes directly in front of the other. That's important so you can keep constant tension on the straps. I'm gonna have you bend your back knee, lower down to your plank. If you're moving with me, stop right now. Make sure your tail's tucked, your shoulders are away from your ears, your ribs are hidden. Arms stay straight, and you pull yourself back up. If you bend those elbows when you come up, that's cheating. If you arch your back, that's cheating. So let's get into position, 30 seconds of our T-fly. Mid-length, stand facing, T position, 1 foot in front. Here we go. Bend the back knee, arms straight, pull it apart, squeeze behind the shoulder blades. Are you keeping those shoulders down and back out of your ears? Do you have those tickle tummy abdominals, a really tight tummy? Are you holding on to that piece of coal? Do you have a cast on each arm? You're keeping them straight. If you need to, just move back a little bit. If you have to bend those arms and you can't stop that, scooch the operation back like a 1/2 inch. 2 and 1. We're gonna use your shoulders in a different way here. We're gonna do your single arm slam ball overhead press. I'm gonna grab my heavier slam ball. I'm gonna hold up my right hand by my ear. All I'm going to do is use this as a weight. A little bit of balance required, core braced, buns tight, and I'll press it up and back to my ear. And that's all we're doing for 30 seconds. So we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up and down 30 seconds. A little bit more of a faster pace. Now thinking about your spaces. Do you have this space between your ears and your shoulders? Are your ribs tucked in? You're still holding on to that piece of coal. It should almost be a diamond now. And at first this felt easy, but now, starting to feel those shoulders a little bit. 10 seconds left, keeping the neck relaxed. We call this Stevie Wondering your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now remember which arm you did. We're gonna go back to your T-flies again. My straps are at mid-length or slightly longer. Stand facing the anchor. Arms in that T position. We still have 15 seconds, so you can hang out for a second if you'd like to. But I want to review the fact that your arms never bend. I'm going to bend my back knee and pull it open. In fact, I'm going to give you a different angle here. You might not see my feet as well here, but I want you to see my arms. One foot directly in front of the other. And arms totally straight. Big squeeze behind your shoulder blades. Back knee bends. Driving it up. If you're ready for a challenge, walk your feet under a little bit, but make sure you can keep your ribs tucked in, your shoulders out of your ears, and those arms straight. Everything's braced. Stevie Wondering that neck. Isn't that a good one? I like that one. 5, 4, 3, one more good one, 2, and 1. Let's do a single arm slam ball press. Grab that same slam ball you used on your first side, and we're gonna hold it by your other ear. Fairly wide stance, core braced, grab onto that piece of coal. After this, all we have are your to failure atomic push-ups, your to failure low rows. We stretch, you're done. All right. Maybe that was still a lot. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Up and down. Big presses. Keeping pace. Should be burning already. Shoulder away from your ear. Grabbing onto that coal. Trying to balance that slam ball. That's a little hard too as you get fatigued. 15 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, and 1. You did it. Grab a quick sip of water. We're going to move into your atomic push-ups to failure. You have one set, as many as you can do. If you have a yoga block or maybe a water bottle that's about 4 to 5 inches high, use this to measure your standard. Your straps will be at mid-calf length. So make sure those foot cradles are dangling just above your toes. Now we're gonna pop your toes in. Hold it wide like a Christmas tree, roll back, dive those toes in the backside, flip over so you're ground facing away. Option 1, you're on your knees. And you do a push-up, a plank, and a crunch. Option 2, you stay off your knees, push-up, you have to touch your yoga block, and crunch. Hey, we're going in about 10 seconds. As many as you can with good form. If your hips start sagging, you're fired. All right, you guys ready? As many as you can do. I'm gonna do my set. If you get done before me, you can hang out and rest. If it takes you longer, just pause the video and you get out of there. Is your body staying straight as a surfboard? Are you hinging the hips a bit as you tuck your knees in? Are you bringing your knees past 90? Are you touching your block? And my number today is going to be 15. If you're still going, keep going. Oh, if you're done, hang out and catch your breath for just a moment. I'm gonna rest for about 30 seconds, and then we're gonna get set up for your low rows to failure. Now your goal is, whenever we do this stuff to failure, when you see this workout again, if you wanna redo this workout, you're going to get a higher score. You're going to get 1 rep more. Or maybe if you're doing those push-ups from your knees, you are able to do 1 rep off of your knees. Always getting better. All right, next up we have our low rows to failure. So I'm going to have you shorten your straps all the way up. Again, if you're still doing your atomic push-ups, you're amazing. Just pause the video when you're done and join us for these when you're ready. Low rows, straps are fully shortened. Our standard is your heels are directly beneath the anchor. So if your straps are on a door, I'm just gonna have you put your feet right up against the door. If they're hanging from an overhead anchor like mine, I'm gonna place my heels directly beneath that overhead anchor. I'm gonna squeeze everything nice and tight. My chest has to go to my hands, and I actually have to touch my rib cage for the rep to count. If you arch your back up, the rep doesn't count. If you get to here, the rep doesn't count. We're doing 1 set, as many as you can, and then we'll stretch. Are you ready? Going in. 3, 2, here we go. Body straight as a surfboard. Driving your heels in the ground. Whew. Oh, 16 there for me. If you're still going, keep going. Awesome job. If you're done, shake it out. We're gonna get started with your cool down. Again, if you are still doing those low rows, keep going. You can join us for these stretches shortly. We're gonna start with your TRX T-spine rotation. So I'm gonna have you bring your straps to mid-length. Remember, when you lengthen, you do both sides at the same time. Standing sideways to the anchor. I have my left shoulder to the anchor. So I'm gonna stand sideways and bring my outside arm, my right hand, across the front of my body to get a nice big stretch here. My left foot goes in front, my right foot goes behind. My left arm chops over the top. Inhale, exhale, I'm gonna fall open. Shoulders out of my ears. Big inhales and exhales. Then I'm gonna inhale, bring that arm in. Exhale, fall open. Eyes follow that thumb, falling away from the anchor. And one more time here, inhale, bring it in. Exhale, fall away, keeping those shoulders away from your ears. Make sure this outside arm, this arm here holding onto the handle, is totally straight. We're getting a nice stretch through your thoracic spine. That's the part of your spine that's meant to rotate. Now let's switch sides. I'll give you a slightly different angle here. Again, your straps are at mid-length. We'll be standing sideways, grab onto just one handle. My right shoulder's facing the anchor, so my left arm is totally straight in front of my body. My inside foot is in front, my outside foot's behind. My inside arm goes over the top. Inhale, exhale, body rotates like a cylinder. Eyes follow the thumb. Oh, it feels so good. You might get some snap, crackle, pops too if you're lucky. Inhale, bring it in. And exhale, fall open, shoulders away from the ears. And one more time, inhale. And exhale, fall away. Eyes follow that thumb. Good. Let's do a little bit of shoulder mobility since we did so much upper body stuff today. I'm gonna do your shoulder sweep. So keeping those straps at mid-length, evening them out, standing facing away from the anchor point. Walk it forward with your hands just slightly behind you. I'm gonna have you take your right arm, bring it all the way across the front of your face. If you have to lean back, that means you're too far forward. And all the way back, keeping tension on the handles. Left arm all the way across the front of your face and all the way back. If you want a greater stretch, you can move forward a bit, but make sure that you don't have to arch your back and do a matrix move when these arms come around. Keeping gentle pressure downward on the handles as you move. We're ironing out those shoulders. Oh. And now let's move into your TRX chest stretch. Walk it forward, thumbs are up. And step one foot in front, other foot behind, shoulders down. Let your hands press apart. Feel those atomic push-ups as you open up your chest. Good. Finally, step your feet together, forward fold, take a bow. And come on up, give yourselves a hand. Awesome job. We focused on strengthening our upper body today. Maybe learned some new moves using the suspension trainer and the slam balls, and did 2 exercises, not 1, but 2 exercises to failure. So if you repeat this workout, I expect to see more atomic push-ups and more TRX low rows next time. Have a great rest of your day. I can't wait to see you soon.